I think Gypsy should press charges for let's see. Oh, for having her head shaved her whole life, I think. I think she should press charges for having a never go to school after the age of like, I don't know, very young. I think that Gypsy should press charges for oh wait, probably her mother making her wear a diaper and totally humiliating her, making her feel what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word, but yeah, I would press charges on someone that did that to me. She should press charges. You know what? She should press charges for her mother lying and saying she had cancer. Or for telling her that her dad didn't love her and that her dad was a rug addict and that her dad, beat her and shit like that. She should probably press charges for that. I think so. Oh, I can go on.
Don't go on, Bree. We beg you. Who's she gonna press charges against, Bree? Dee Dee's gone. Also, Bree, these are all things that came from Gypsy's mouth. Gypsy's story. She's so traumatized and should, press charges against Dee Dee for shaving her head, yet she just shaved her head a month ago, 2 months ago, and continues to. All through the emails I've read, she continues to cut and chop her hair off. I'll say it one more time. She had an issue with cutting her hair. She says she has a tendency to cut her hair when she's stressed. I don't think Dee Dee shaved her head at all. I think Gypsy loved it. That's my opinion. This is the epic live that nobody wants to miss because she is calling out Becca Scoops. This woman, Becca Scoops, will not debate her because she knows she has facts. No, you know why Becca won't debate you? First of all, why is it a debate? Why can't you have a civil conversation with Becca or anybody? Becca won't debate you or speak with you or have a conversation with you because you hijack every conversation. Every live, you start yelling, screaming, have a meltdown, crash out, and cussing people, degrading them, demeaning them, because they come back with facts that disprove your stories you've heard. Furthermore, Becca owes y'all nothing. The way you doxed her, especially bringing her children into it, you spoke on her kids. Her kids. You tried to hurt her kids. Y'all made up stories about her deceased ex-husband and tried to tell her kids, tried to contact them even, from my understanding. I could be wrong about that. This is what I heard though. Different videos, me watching, etc. And it's been a while because this happened a while back. When Becca first started making these videos, that was just, showing everybody the truth. They didn't like that. But had the audacity to say that Becca's ex had frozen sperm and that they actually had a blood brother, stepbrother, that she was hiding from them. Becca owes you nothing. Becca owes you no grace. Becca owes you no response. Nothing. Maybe if you would have been civil in the beginning, this is the issue. She does this just talking about a case and the inconsistencies of the case. That's it. This is what happens from that camp. they come at you personally and attack you, your family, your friends, your job, anyone around you. Becca never spoke about Bree, never spoke about her friends, never even spoke or talked about them before that. Becca even stayed quiet and didn't respond. I wouldn't have either. I mean, I might have touched base on it, but given them a reaction, I wouldn't have like Becca. No. Mm-mm. I, dang it, my son came in and I don't know where I stopped. Bottom line, Becca doesn't owe you nothing. I had to look at my mic to make sure I was actually recording tonight. Oh Lord, help me. Um. mm. Also, let's talk about Gypsy's obsession, single white female obsession with Mia. That's where I think she gets the whole I'm a size 2 and I'm a cute, short, cute girl. Small girl, I mean. I'm a cute, small girl. I'm a good girl. Everything's got to be a girl. You're a woman. Um, and we all recall her live where she said goodbye forever and came back 27 days later. She never went away, though. She just didn't post. I promise you, if you question something or say, well, dang, where's Kim at? Or the baby's not eating solids, or the baby's not doing this, or um, whatever. She's going to post about it after. She was watching us the entire time she went on her little break. But remember, she said you know, only trigger she really ever had was Mia, her sister. She didn't say had or have. She said her sister triggers her. Not triggered, not past tense. She said triggers. You can go back and watch it. I made a video on this already and said the exact same thing. It's clipped in that video. She's obsessed with being like her sister, just like you saw in Life After Lockup when her and Ryan were on their way to meet Mia, and Gypsy wore. She's like, well, I had to wear, I think it was yoga pants and or workout clothes because Mia was, and Sheila was showing cleavage, so I needed to, etc. It's very creepy, very creepy. Just like when Mia posts something like when she posted her engagement, Gypsy went and posted this whole love story of her and Ken. Your love story is embarrassing. Who is so. I've never seen somebody try to write a more dysfunctional, toxic relationship as this true, everlasting love that nobody else has because she lives in La La Land. She doesn't think like it's concerning. But back to me, I think that's why the whole I'm not a size 2, Kai. Kai. Remember, we spoke about that in the last video. And then goes to proceed to be at Walmart. I need, the short girlies help. Anybody else, go shopping for a size 2 and it just stops at a size 4 and blah, 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 blah. So she's a size 2 after a couple weeks. Oh, I don't know why you're not okay with how you look now, Gypsy. You're not overweight. You're not too skinny. You look fine. You have absolutely nothing you should be complaining about. But she is never going to be happy with herself because of all her insecurities. She will always want more, more, more. She has to be the center of that attention, and she's not. Her sister gets that attention as far as beauty. I mean, let's just be honest, she does, okay? But let me show you this really fast, and then we're going to go over uh, Gypsy's interrogation and where I think right this moment it clicked with her. I might be in trouble. But let me show you the whole Mia single white female tragedy. Okay, this is on GRB Snark Reddit. No Market 7691 put this together. Skate not bothered. And tell me, come on now, Mia just posted this not even a week ago, this week sometime, and side by side, you're gonna see, and this is always how it is with every post. She even unprivated tons of videos because people were commenting in here how Mia has like 5.7 million likes and Gypsy only had like 180K likes. And she unprivated her most highly viewed videos to get those likes up there to match Mia. That's what I'm talking about. Like, she has to have everything. It just has to be all about her. It does. Mia can't have anything more than she has because Mia already does, right? But let's just take a look. I did mute the music because I don't know if I will be able to play that in here. So let's just watch the video and see. And let me show you guys how. a little weird. Here we go. So you see Mia waking up. She's, or a day off. The life of a nurse, a day off. Opens her windows. We just seen Gypsy do it. That bed looks like my grandson's bed. Look at Mia. She copied Mia's bed even. Except she had to do, it's shower curtains behind her bed though. Is that not craziness to you guys? Because it is to me. But let's take a look at her video and how fake it is. It's just so fake. It's annoying. Okay, I'm still leaving this, and this is from the TikTok video from gypsy411. So Carly123 on Reddit posted it. So let's watch Gypsy's full video, okay? Okay. Now watch her. Watch her turn and look up at the camera and try. It's so the secondhand embarrassment. Why is she not happy with the way she looks? Do you guys not see what I'm talking about? She's not overweight. She looks perfectly fine. And look, y'all, she's gonna get her bottle made. And she's gonna do pre-made oatmeal for the baby. Look at that. That looks awful. And then she gets these teething biscuits. They're like these teething, I remember these. They're like teething things you bought. They're full of sugar. And just look how many puffs and I buy these to eat myself. Look, there's like 5. She gives her 5. Look in the bowl. There's like 5 puffs. There's the baby with dark hair. And I'm sure it is lighting. This is not like, look at that. 4. It's 4 puffs. This is so staged for her. And the miles. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry. My cat gets more treats than that. This is staged. The baby doesn't even eat this stuff. She doesn't pick it up. She has the spoon, but it definitely was handed to her. And you see how light the hair is. To be honest with you, I think Gypsy does that on purpose just so we talk about it. Life is simple. Life's simple joys are forever etched. Appreciate each passing moment. She uses these little quotes off of Facebook and Instagram. It's funny because you got out on parole and I'm on a high right now. I'm living my best life. Can't take that from me. And the D is fire. Yet Nick is sitting there without ever getting a chance ever again at living a life with a family or even seeing his family, not even having his own family, but just making memories with his family. You took that from him. A man who was on permanent disability with the mind of a 10 to 11-year-old. Both sides of Nick's trial, the defense and the prosecuting sides, when they tested him, both came to the exact same conclusion with his IQ, etc. That means this, I mean, they agree on that at least, you know? To me, it is infuriating that she called him her hero the night of. And I do want to point out that Wikipedia keeps saying Dee Dee was unalived sometime after the 9th in the early morning hours. The 9th was Dee Dee's mother's, when she passed away, that was her anniversary death, and Dee Dee took it hard. Dee Dee and her mom were very close. That was her baby. It's weird that 2 years earlier, Gypsy took a pew pew, thought it was real, didn't know it was a BB pew pew, and loaded it on her mother on the exact same day, June 9th, just 2 years earlier. And Dee Dee lied for her. Your mother lied for you, Gypsy. You could have. How about that, Bree? How about what if Dee Dee would have pressed charges against her? She might still be here. I wish she would have. A mother will do so much for her child, though. She will. She will. Honey and baby are equals, right? I can't believe she comes out here and throws it in people's faces, Operation Cockroach, and she goes after people. When are you spending these simple little joys without putting it? I'll say this, you're still, she doesn't want to put her child's face on the internet because she doesn't want to, use her child or invade her privacy, etc. But you're still doing that. Just because you're not showing her face, you are still using your child as a prop to gain views, likes, attention. Against your child doesn't have a say in that, Gypsy. Especially at that age. That child doesn't even know what's going on. I don't understand why special moments aren't between you and Ken, which we all know it's the Ken and Ryan and all this and that. That's, I already told you, there is absolutely something hypo. I know the word, but I don't. Hypotonia or something is what it's called. I don't remember, but it's where someone has an attraction to someone else who is deviant, who does deviant things, criminal acts, violent acts. That's exactly what I think attracts men to her, because it sure ain't anything else. Let's look at Gypsy's. Wait, I want to show you one more thing real quick. Before we go to the interrogation, I want to go over Audrey because Bree and them are going after Audrey and Becca hard because they show facts. It is pretty, I think that's pretty common sense. But, you know, the only side we've ever heard is Gypsy's side. And they took bits and pieces of her medical records, which Bree loves to do too. But she studied these records for years, thousands and thousands of hours, and doesn't even know about the actual case itself or the what the documents mean. It's ridiculous. She goes by what Gypsy says. That's it. By what Gypsy tells her to say. And they take, for her defense, this is what Mike Stanfield did for her defense. People thought Nick forced Gypsy to do all this, that he forced her to take her mother's life. No, she plotted this for 2 years and begged him to do it for 2 years. His interrogation, he said he asked her to just leave. Up until the day he left, he asked her to just run away with him, and she said no. She couldn't do it. All those times away at Bible camp, all those times out at Disney, all those times that she's with family when Dee Dee's sick or when she's at the hospital, or she couldn't. It's bull. Because she was scamming and conning with her mom. That's what she's doing right now. She's scamming and conning now, getting out, never having worked a day in her life, and living comfortably. She's not rich, but she's not poor. She can buy what she wants, go shopping, and she has the nerve to say we're jealous because this bitch goes to jail, does 10 years and gets out, never working a day in her life, and has everything handed to her. Yeah, you do. And you always have. You said that before you even said all this, that your mom did everything for you. You got what you wanted. We can see that by the junk in your house and the evidence photos. You had anything you wanted. Anything. And she never held you accountable, ever. How does someone who never holds you accountable abuseu? Explain that to me. I don't understand that. I really don't. That's a conundrum in itself. But let's listen to Audrey because they went with this whole, they didn't even have a defense. They saw one thing in Gypsy's medical record before they figured out she had the microdeletion. The 1Q21.1 is what she has. She had microcephaly, but because she was malingering and she was faking and I get tongue twisted. She was making her symptoms worse, than what they knew she was. The doctors noted it several different times in her records. And the doctor stated in that one, and this is the only time it was ever said about Dee Dee. Dee Dee did speak, or they used things like, oh, well, Dee Dee would cover her ears so she can. Dee Dee covered her ears so that she could tell the doctor something that wouldn't hurt her feelings. That is common sense. Common sense. So the defense is, first it was insanity, then it was domestic violence, and then that wouldn't work. And he said he really didn't have a defense. And if they didn't come up with something, she was looking at the death penalty because they charged her with first-degree murder. Gypsy never went to trial. If you think Gypsy would have gotten a plea deal or 10 years, not a plea deal, If you think Gypsy would have went to trial and only got 10 years, you are crazy with the evidence. They knew what they were doing. Mike knew what he was doing. It's his job. That's exactly what he was supposed to do. He did it, and he did a good job of it. But because they said in one document that the doctor suspected Munchausen by proxy, or malingering, he said Munchausen or malingering, or Munchausen by proxy, unless there was an unknown etiology, which there was, the microdeletion. Again, I'm going to say it. Could you imagine having a sick child and having to go over and over and say, no, this is happening, this is happening? You can't not say when she was an infant, her own grandfather said this himself. It's in her medical records. When she was on the sleep apnea machine, that it would stop and an alarm would sound. You don't think Dee Dee panicked? Thinking, oh my gosh, she's going to SIDS or whatever, that she was terrified for Gypsy? Yes. Do I think that Dee Dee spoiled or rotten because she was sick? Yes. And if you had a sick child and they couldn't figure out what it was, yes, her symptoms, absolutely, especially childhood symptoms of it that can be outgrown, that can be, they're severe and less severe, yes, we know, but especially as a child. And she still has issues now. You can see when she walks, it is so apparent. Even in her interrogation, she fakes that walk, you guys. I'm going to show you. She's, I'll explain it when we get to it, but if it were my child, I would have done the same as Dee Dee, because the doctors, how many times have you went to the doctor and they tell you you're crazy, go home? She knew something was wrong with her child. And in Gypsy's interrogation, Gypsy was bigger when she was arrested than she is right now. And you're going to tell me that she was starved and malnourished? No. Mm-mm. It was a lie. It was a defense. She got off with that defense. And for some reason, just like everything else, she has spun it and lied and made it worse and worse to make it more, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And she even, any doctor who spoke on her case, any psychiatrist, has never spoke to Gypsy herself. They've never looked at her actual medical records, and they have never had diagnosed her personally, one-on-one. You know how they got it? The pro-Gypsy documentaries and whatever Google said. Are you kidding me? Her lawyer is now her manager. They all made money. I read you the email where Gypsy wrote, I think it was her aunt. I'm pretty sure it was her aunt, where they had a defense, and her, Mike, and Christy were gonna profit off of the crime, off of her story. So let's listen to Audrey, because she's got some good points right here, and then we're going to go over I want to show you a couple things from the interrogation where I think it just started clicking with Gypsy that I better start fawning. I better start acting like a baby. Okay, here we go.
A narrative, and we bought it up like a trendy item. Gypsy Rose, a victim of Munchausen, painting her as a tragic survivor, and her then boyfriend Nicholas as a heartless killer. Yet beneath the surface lies a far more complex truth. Medical documents that paint Gypsy as possibly malingering. Court documents showing that Nick was on the autism spectrum. Professional opinions that he was manipulated. A chromosome deletion that Gypsy was well aware of. And multiple canceled doctor's appointments disputing the claims made about Dee Dee. The truth is, Dee Dee has never been diagnosed with Munchausen. She was a mother trying to find out what was wrong with her daughter. And in 2011, 4 years before the crime, thanks to her persistence, that answer came. Gypsy Rose suffered from 1q21.1 microdeletion. And Nicholas was not the villain of Gypsy's story either, but rather a victim, just like Dee Dee, of Gypsy's manipulation, deceived by her false persona and driven by her promise of undying love. He became entangled in a web of control and deceit woven by Gypsy Rose herself.
So I'm just gonna say one more time, everything that's the mainstream media knows is only what has been said by her lawyer from the plea deal, and that's it. Nick was painted as a monster, even though in the text messages, "You're my hero. I will love you forever, Nicholas, for doing this. You're saving my life." And told him he had to bring his A game. This is her life on the line. Her and his life together. She sold him a fairy tale, and he believed it because she knew he was easily manipulated. She said it on the stand when she testified at his trial. He was easily manipulated. This girl thinks she can manipulate anyone. These same doctors who said, Dee Dee possibly had Munchausen, also said that Gypsy manipulated Nick. They weren't, when they first looked at the case, they didn't think that it was even Munchausen by proxy. And wouldn't you know it, Dr. Feldman changes his mind because he gets to do the documentary and gets to get paid for it. What a coinky dink. Let's go over to her interrogation real fast, shall we? So look at the interrogation room. This is usually a room that they put young kids in, kids or young teens who are ABU, SED, or a victim in a situation. Nick got put in an actual interrogation room. She's in here with a fish, and there's like a stuffed animal under the desk at the lampshade. There's a sofa, doors open. She's just laying there, But watch this, and this is where I feel Nick was set up from the beginning. Don't tell me it's not. Because you get the FOIAs and they redact anything about the medical. Her lawyer's request, I guarantee you. She didn't think any of this would ever come out, so she thought her saying whatever she wants to say, nobody will question it. And I don't think she realized social media, what it was before she went in, even though she had hundreds of fake accounts and she was on Facebook and all these other websites and reading BDSM and fantasizing about RAP, schmexual situations. I showed you the web browser from the evidence where that's what she was looking at the day of the crime. But again, I'm going to do this and we're going to go back to what the Wikipedia says about June 9th. I don't get that. I don't understand it, why it keeps going back and forth. We've always thought that, I need to wash my hair. We've always said, we thought that, she did something before Nick got there. What if Nick did come in there and Dee Dee was already past saving? I believe that. He wouldn't know. The light bulbs were taken out of Dee Dee's room. There was no lights. That's why when Dave came in and flipped on the light switch, it wouldn't come on. There was no light. The door was off of Dee Dee's room too, which was weird. That was so weird. It was probably broken. Dee Dee probably, this is just me. Wouldn't you think Dee Dee would take Gypsy's door off if there was an issue? No. I think Dee Dee ran to her room like she did always when she came after her with the BB pew pew. And I think Gypsy broke that door down. I absolutely do. I 1000% do. Okay, let's look at this interrogation, some of these really fast, and we'll go through it really quick. Credit to Jenny Love TV. This video is on YouTube, and I know it's a lot of creators. I just went to the first one, so, and she didn't have a bunch of subscribers, and I felt like we need to give her love. She's smaller, so let's give some of us smaller people some love. All right, let's watch really fast.
Gypsy Rose, when you came up here, did you bring your package and clothing with you?
I did. I brought a suitcase and I brought a backpack.
You brought a suitcase and a backpack. Was there any medications or anything in the suitcase or the backpack?
There was some pain pills. I just
Okay.
took my medicine like I was supposed
Okay.
to.
See how they redacted that? Anything about, she's speaking about her medical history here. Brie, if she wasn't sick, why is she talking about it here? Why is she talking about it? And Brie, they did find in her medical records where she did have childhood leukemia. That was shown. Like just saying, it's in her doctors. If you have her doctors, all her medical records, you should see that you studied so hard. But again, all these, past sickness and illnesses doesn't matter. Dee Dee figured out what was wrong with her, and they were finally able to help her. That's what y'all don't get. You can't make somebody sick who is sick. She wasn't making Gypsy have the illnesses. She wasn't. Gypsy lied about her own being able to walk and feeling in her legs, and she herself loved the attention, she said, and the love from it, and then didn't want to tell anybody the truth because she was afraid she would lose her friends. It's in the evidence reports too. There were people in and out of her house. She had play dates with people constantly. She had people from churches, friends of Dee Dee's that brought their kids over. She was in Girl Scouts. She went to all these trips to Disney. She went to Bible camp. They were in the Ronald McDonald house. She got to sit up there and talk about when dinner time was, and she was always treated like this special little fragile perfect little girl who got all this attention. And she continued to do that because she wanted that. She wanted more. Because she lives for that. But anywho, let's just listen a little bit more. We're not going to play all of this, of course. I'm just going to show you a few bits and pieces from here that I want to point out.
All right. Are you doing good right now? You need any water? Or...
Some water would be nice.
Okay, why don't you step out here? We'll get you some water. Did you use the restroom? Go.
Wait. Let me go back. Sorry. Oh, no, wait. Okay, I fixed it. I got it back. I always do something crazy every time. Hey, this is, like I said, this is not perfection over here. I'm just talking to some friends. That's it. Look right here when Gypsy gets up, how she gets up and how she walks. And it looks just like her stepping down from the carnival ride when her and Ken went to the carnival. And Ken doesn't help her, and she has such trouble getting down. Trouble, right? But let's just watch right here because it's annoying.
All right. Are you doing good right now? You need any water? Or...
Some water would be nice.
Okay, why don't you step out here? We'll get you some water. Do you need to use the restroom?
Did you see how she just stepped? See how she just limped and got up? Did you see how she walked and how she stepped and how she got up? Yeah. Weird, huh? Because she's fine, right? Nothing wrong with her.
You know? That's 61. Was it? What was your color first? Well, we'll just pass that on to the medical staff so that we're ready for in case something does happen.
Okay, thank you.
You bet.
Well, isn't that odd? They bleep all that out too, redact every bit of that, so they can pass whatever they just spoke about to medical.
Hello, Gypsy. Hi, I'm Lieutenant All. I brought Nick in, and Nick was just really, he was concerned about you, so I want to check to make sure you're fine. Looks like you're doing good.
Is he alright?
And he is fine as well. He was very concerned about you, and he wanted to make sure you knew that.
Tell him
So-
I'm okay.
Perfect. That's what I'll do. So
Tell him they're treating me nice.
excellent. I will do that. Yeah, you got a nice couch. Nice room. Give me a nice room. Yes, there it is. It doubles as a pillow. Rather nice. All right.
Okay, thank you so
You
much.
bet.
You hear that? The whole baby. She's never asked about Nick, nothing. All right here, all redacted because they're getting ready to take her to medical. I got the fishy room.
And but I've been trying to keep calm.
Okay, does the air conditioning help with it?
It does.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good to know then. Okay.
So she just says she's trying to keep calm. They redact out what she said right before that. And he said, does the air conditioning help with it? So I'm thinking she's trying to say she has like anxiety. Remember in her medical records, it is stated over and over and over and over. She has anxiety and social anxiety. There was a lot about her anxiety. She's playing that up right here, y'all. Of course she would.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate your service. All right, you just relax. It's not coming out now, but she's... Okay.
That's the only real huge.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, Gypsy Rose, Deputy Dorn here, she's going to be taking care of you.
I'm gonna take you, hey, how are you?
How you doing?
I'm gonna take you up to the hospital, but I gotta ask you to stand up, please. And get you looked at. Can you turn around, put your arms out?
Does she look like she's severely underweight right there? Remember she said for 4'11", her ideal weight, and it is 90 to 120 pounds, 125 pounds. Very curvy. Her stomach looks bigger there than it does now, or about the same. Where's the malnourishment? Where's the starvation? Because you weighed 100, wait, you weighed 95 pounds or more? I can't remember what it was now. But where is it? Where is it, Gypsy? Where's this starvation? But look at her. Even when she stood up, she's still, and she's talking her feet. Okay, okay, okay.
Who's alone?
Me alone. That's it. They threw a grasping for straw, says we are. Hand in on?
So you brush off on the road?
No, I just happened to be in the wrong place at the right time.
Okay. Yeah, she's been fine.
Okay. I think I'm gonna just put these on a little bit later. We're gonna walk.
Okay, can you stay right here? I want to talk to you just for a second.
What's it?
Yeah, just stay a second here.
Always clicking with her right here, y'all. It is clicking with her right here. It is clicking. She knows. Look at her. She's looking up. She's looking down. They just put her in handcuffs. When they came and, busted in on her and Nick at home, they didn't put her in handcuffs. They picked her up and carried her and sat her on top of the hood of a car. She's got no idea why she's here right now. She knew to start. She's already. She told Nick to stick to the story while she's in here lying her butt off to the cops. Knowing Nick is easily manipulated. And you know, I want to say this really fast that I've seen a lot of people say, you know, Nick said where he said he only did it 4 times. He did say he did the jobs 4 times. He did. And that cop that was questioning him led him to, in my opinion, led him to say, oh, well, yeah, possibly there could be more. He did say that. She's like, you possibly could. And he's like, yeah, I could have. I was just counting the deeper ones. So you're telling me, I don't care. I don't believe it. She testified at his trial that he was a normal person, that she had no idea he had autism, and that anything was mentally delayed about him, nothing. Anybody with half a brain cell, especially a cop, you could spot it a mile away. He should have never been interrogated without a lawyer present, period. He had no idea not to talk without a lawyer. He thought by telling, you can hear him in the interrogation saying it, I only did it to for love, and I shouldn't be punished because it's never going to happen again. It was only this one time. I shouldn't get in trouble for something that is the only time it's ever going to happen. Like, he doesn't get it. And she testified that he was just nothing wrong with him. He's normal. Tell me this whole you tell me that this whole the police department, everybody from the prosecuting attorney, the DA's office, everybody had one goal. The local celebrity, the little girl that couldn't walk, the little sick girl, had to have a good story, and he would get his reelection for that year during election time. People were putting urgency on the case anyways because it went national like that. Yeah. Yeah, no. That cop knew he had autism, but okay, let's finish this really fast. I'm sorry. I'll shut up.
Gypsy, is it? Gypsy Rose? Okay. You want to come with me? We're going to go get you checked out at the doctor real quick.
Get you back on them meds,
Okay, sound good?
Yep.
I'm going to hang on this here. We'll go left.
Hey, Jim, was this your stuff or no? Okay, all right, I'll take care of it.
Okay.
Thank you. Here you go, Gypsy. I have a blanket for you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. There you go.
Yes, sir.
So she had a nap, and I just fast forwarded through all that. But he's getting ready to ask her, is there, because she got up and they asked her she needed to go to the bathroom, and she said, maybe, yeah, probably, but she's hungry. She's hungry, y'all. Where's your bottle? Boddle. That is how she spells bottle, too. Boddle. And, Bree, how does a mother force a 24-year-old to drink from a bottle? I'll tell you why. She liked it. She said that was her comfort. Dee Dee didn't stop her because she said she couldn't swallow. It's in her medical records. She has a fear of eating because she can't swallow good. But listen to what she says right here.
I don't know what's on the menu tonight, but is there anything particular that you'd like me to try and get you?
I'm not picky.
Not picky? Alright.
No, I'm not picky. She's not picky, y'all. Not picky. She doesn't think she's under arrest. But here she is eating, whatever, and she eats it all too. Tells them it's good, it's delicious. Nick's mom said she ate at their house like normal, drank sodas, smoked cigarettes, made macaroni and cheese, put all the ingredients together in one. Okay.
As long as it don't have tomatoes.
No tomatoes?
No tomatoes.
Okay, I can help you out with that one.
She doesn't eat, never got fed anything, right? That's her whole defense. They starved her, didn't let her ever eat nothing. But she knows she doesn't like tomatoes. She's not picky, but as long as there's no tomatoes. I mean, it makes sense to me, right? We're going to listen to this one thing, and I'm going to show you. I want you to listen to this really fast, and then, yeah, I'm not going to do, oh God, it's already almost an hour. How do I do this every time? So, I didn't stop at Brie here. She said her mom kicked her out. Hang on, I'll show you.
I didn't even know you came here with anyone. That's how little I know.
Yeah.
So,
I'm originally from Missouri.
okay.
And I came here. My mom kicked me out of the house. And she was like, well, it's time you grow up. So I got out of my own. And
Yeah, it's this time she grew up, y'all. Okay, I just skipped from where she called Nick, and they got to Big Ben, and a couple days went by, and right here.
perfectly normal. All of a sudden we wake up to a loud knock at the door.
Mm-hmm.
And like, Waukesha County Police, you're under arrest. And well, he's the only one that's under arrest. I'm not really sure why I'm here. And anyway, they took us, and I'm here. And I don't know what's going on with him.
Not sure why she's here. He's arrested, but not her. Knowing she took her mother's life. Again, I think the 4 big wounds were from her. You'll never convince me. The splatter in the kitchen, all down the hallway, in the floor, the washing machine full of towels and blankets, the dryer full of towels and blankets, and that Minnie Mouse doll that's purple that she remembers was in that washing machine is why the Barney was just washed and thrown on the bed. She knew to make that story up because she knew that Minnie was in there, so they were washing. I don't care what you say. There's a correlation to that, but she stuck that Minnie under Dee Dee's head. I absolutely think the 4 deeper wounds were from her. I do. I just do. You just won't convince me. I think the other ones were more him. I don't think she thinks he could do it. Look at him. She knew something was wrong with him. She knew he was autistic. She knew that he was easily manipulated. He couldn't even call for a taxi cab. He couldn't get his own bus ticket. He couldn't book a hotel. She did it all for him. Everything down. He didn't know what they were talking about half the time in the text messages. Do your research, read the text, and you'll see. Honestly. Okay, so we're going to hear it again. And then we're going to go to the end of the video. Because, I mean, we could go over this anytime if y'all wanted to do a live and go over the interrogation and talk about inconsistent stories she does. I would love to do that. Let me know in the comments if you would like that. But let's listen to this again really fast. and then we'll go to the end of the video, and this is the whole point to my video. From the beginning, you seen how she like stumbled as she got up and was going to the hospital to get her blood taken and blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, just listen here.
Handcuffs, they give you this weird look, and I'm like, I didn't do anything. I'm like, okay, number one, I didn't kill nobody, I don't do drugs, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I didn't do nothing. I'm a good girl.
Disgusting. It is disgusting. I'm a good girl. And she says it in everything she does. Let's not forget she just compared herself to Christ and her mother to Hitler. Everybody that knew Dee Dee said she was a spoiled brat and Dee Dee loved her. Even the family that didn't have nothing to do with Dee Dee said the same thing. All they seen was love toward Gypsy. Dee Dee never struck her, never yelled at her, never held her accountable. But everybody that knew Gypsy said she was mean to other kids, threw tantrums when she didn't get her way. Shocker. All right, let's get to the end of the video. My favorite part. I think baby sees she's not equal to honey. Because your mama wasn't dumb enough to do something like this. She wasn't dumb enough. I'll say it. I will say it. You know what? I don't care what Dee Dee did to try to make ends meet as far as like taking advantage of organizations and government funding, etc. I'm a mama for. If I was offered these funds and people helped me and I wasn't only, a single mom doing what I could, no child support, because we know Rod didn't pay it. He did start paying at the end because he was court ordered. Let's not forget that. Yes, Christy, he was paying it at the end up until the day. His last payment, you said, was the day she got arrested or Dee Dee's life was taken. That was the last payment he had to make. He wasn't just doing it to be kind. He was court ordered to pay that back child support of, he was in arrears, $26,000. So he was paying up until she was 24. Sounds about right to me. I mean, my ex had to do that. Of course, income tax time came and he used me and my kids to pay off his child support that he owed. That finally, got him out of his debt. Didn't get arrested, get his license taken away, nothing. No. He took my kids' money, my kids' tax credits, my earned income for my kids, and paid off his child support for 3 years in a row. And then when we finally did get a tax return, he spent every dime of that $9,000, every single dime on himself, and lied to my face. When I say I've learned my lesson, I've made mistakes. Oh, have I? But you know what? I would never do something like that. I wouldn't steal from nobody. No, I would not. The government takes advantage of us every day. I could care less Dee Dee took advantage of the system. I could care less. And if that's all you got to make her out to be a bad person, I could care less. Good for her, I guess. What else was she going to do? I don't know. Whatever. We see people taking advantage of the system every single day. Every day. That doesn't make them these horrible, horrible people that are like Hitler, as her and Bree and Sheena and them like to say. Shame on y'all. I cannot wait till the day that Dee Dee's name is finally fixed. The narrative changes and Dee Dee will be justified. Because there is nothing justified about what you did, Gypsy. Whether you, I don't, how did she say it? I don't acknowledge myself as a MURDERER. I don't consider myself or acknowledge myself as a MURDERER. Well, you are. Period. Point blank period, you are. That's what you're known for. That's what Wiki says. You can't change it. You can keep going in there and changing it, and Wiki will keep taking it back. And your deletion is in there too. It's so odd though that Wiki keeps going back that Dee Dee was unalive somewhere on the 9th, late into the night. Or early morning of the 9th is what it says. Not the 10th, the 9th. They keep changing it, so I don't know why that keeps... Until this year, that they never even had the date on there. But now they do, and early morning of the 9th is what it says. So, I don't know, whatever. Who knows what's going on with that, but I do believe that something happened before Nick got there. You'll never convince me otherwise. That's alleged. It's my opinion for entertainment purposes only. All right. Now let's watch this really fast. She's getting nervous there. She went all over the head. She's wanting to pull her hair and she can't. She got to calm herself down. She just lied. The detective said she had no knowledge of Nicholas taking her mother's life. None. She wasn't involved and she didn't know Nick was going to do that. Yay. Okay, really quick. I can't help. I got to stop you. He's asking her about the Facebook post and he asked her, what did the post say that was put out there? And he said, you know what I'm talking about. Now listen to what she says.
Okay, what was so bad? What was said?
I put it on there because I wanted someone to find my mom.
Okay. What did you put? What did you type on there?
I put what he had said to me, and he was happy about it.
Which was what?
That bitch is dead.
That bitch is dead? Is that what you just told me? Okay.
Now, even at that right there, she just told on herself and said, I did it because I want someone to find my mama. Because he's already come back in and he's breaking her story down and she's lying her butt off. But she did it. But Nick told her to. Okay. Whatever. Now right here, we're going to see them take photos. And this is where it's clicking with her. I can just blame it all on him. I'm gonna. Even though every place on her, as far as the shoulder bite mark, he said he did that. She said she asked Nick to bite her there. You want to know why I think and she said hard, do it hard. Even though she does have that kink, I think Dee Dee bit her there. I do. I think Dee Dee bit her. And she wanted Nick to do it to cover that up. Her knuckles were bruised. They were already yellow and healing. This is 4 days later, so they would be yellow. Her knuckles are bruised. Her knees are bruised. It's not from her getting on the floor to clean. No. She fought her mother. She fought her mother. But yeah, this is where they take the pictures, and I think with her, she's gonna, oh, I can use this. This is where he abused me.
Nothing else happened in this state that, no other crimes or you guys didn't do anything? Okay, I just want to make sure. All right, let's stand up for me. Okay, let me get a few close-ups, okay? Because you've got almost
Things on your neck there. Can you kind of pull your shirt down just a little bit? Not up, but right there on the collar. There you go, just like that. Thank you. Okay, well, I'll try to put this one. Okay. Is this from the hospital when you were in the hospital there? Okay. Pull up sleeve just a little bit for me. Hold out your hands just like this together, just like that. Yep, there you go. Okay, hold your hands over. Let me get it for me. Okay, just good. Okay, do you have any other bruises anywhere? And then I want you to show me your body parts. Okay. How did you get that?
He made me shave my legs and kneel on the ground and clean up the blood, so I think I got carpet burns.
Okay, it's carpet burn from just crawling around on the carpet when you were cleaning up the blood. Okay. Anything else anywhere else?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, she already told Nick this. I'm sure Nick asked her why she was bruised up. Don't you? Don't you think that's why she asked him to bite her arm that hard and to do it hard? You don't think she told Nick? Oh, look at the bruises I got from cleaning up the BLOOD. She's not an idiot. She knows exactly why. You don't get bruises from shaving, Gypsy. You shaved. If you didn't know how to shave, you would cut your legs to pieces. I remember shaving like the first 3 months of shaving. The first year, I was constantly cutting my legs when I first started shaving. You didn't have cuts, but you had bruising, and that's from shaving? Get the F out of here. You're 24 years old. Stop it. This is crazy. In her head right there, after they take these photos, she sits and looks at her bruises. Her mind is reeling, baby. Oh, I'm a victim. Dude.
All right. Cover her back up with that blanket if you want.
The deputy's there when she's gonna take you to the bathroom.
Sorry to have to wake you up. Talk to your boyfriend. There's a whole lot of stuff you're leaving out, girl.
Like what?
Well, I'm not gonna get into it with you, okay? You're leaving a lot of stuff out that you need to probably tell me. You want to talk to me about it? Tell me about it?
Sure, I'll tell you.
Okay.
I'll tell you.
You planned this with him, okay? You didn't get locked in the bathroom, okay? I'm not stupid. First of all, the lock's on this side, so you can't get locked in there. Okay, you went in there because you brought that knife into the picture. You brought the idea into the picture.
I didn't bring the idea.
You did bring it into. You brought the whole thing in the idea.
No.
And he did it for you.
No. Okay,
Yeah,
no.
he did. Okay? So, the lies, they're done. I'm not going to sit in here all night long.
No, I won't give you any life. I did not think of this. I know that he has a evil side, and he did want to do it.
Boy, look at her. It's just a spinning. I didn't do this. He wanted to do, like, boy, she can't help herself. She's about to freak out. She's about to freak out, y'all. She's about to freak out. She knows she's cooked. But she still gets out of it.
Everything.
We're both trying.
The knife was mailed. You guys mailed it here, okay? We know where the knife's at. So the gig's up. You're done. It's up. You're done. You're done. You hated your mom?
I did not hate my mom. I did not hate my mom. I
Yeah, you
loved
did.
my mom, and he.
You would have
needs-
never done this to your mom.
He needs to tell.
I did not hate my mom. She's Hitler. Okay, let's get to the very last part that I want to show you. I promise this is it.
My mom, sir.
Listen to me.
Sir,
Listen
I
to
need
me. You did because you're behind it. You pulled all the strings on it.
I did.
You're behind it. Okay, listen, Gypsy. I'm not going to argue with you about it,
All
okay?
I wanted was him to come and get me.
No, that's not all you wanted. There's a lot more to this whole story that you're leaving out. I'm not gonna play the sympathetic game. I'm not like that, okay? I can see right through it, okay?
Please, I'm not able to be in jail. I have a lot of medical needs.
I understand that, and they'll get taken care of, okay? So, sit tight.
I want a lawyer. Please, sir. Sir. I want a lawyer. Please, I need a lawyer.
Okay, have a seat.
See how she jumped up? Even tripped over that blanket. And was just fine hopping on that one foot. Just hunky-dory. Sir, I need a lawyer. I hope she chokes on them words. She was just fine right there. And then watch her do this. But you know what? Did you hear? I can't go to jail, sir. I have medical issues. Ain't nobody being nice to you now, are they, Gypsy? Ain't nobody sitting over there asking about your Disney trips and having to listen to your bull crap. And you ain't got, you know, your little, sweet, nice, you're still doing the baby voice, but it ain't working. She even sits in here and contemplates, like, leaving her teeth in or taking them out because, you know, when she takes her teeth out, she gets more sympathy. Not here. But watch this part.
I did not.
From a young
Please, someone help. Help me. I didn't do this. I didn't do
All those fake tears.
We'll be right with you, okay? We'll let you know what's going on.
You've come back. I have something else I need to tell you.
Okay, he actually stepped out right now. So if you just want to hold that, and when he comes back, we'll be able to, okay?
Oh shit, let me put my teeth back in.
All right.
Can hop down on that floor and get up and, you know, listen to him. And she thought she was going home. Even the cop said nothing is what it appears to be, you know. She thought she was going to blame this on Nick. I'm asking everybody because I hate seeing it in the comments where her boyfriend made her do that. No, he didn't. He's the only one that showed remorse. Watch his interrogation. He says straight to that cop he felt horrible after, especially when they got back to his home and she told him how much Dee Dee did for her and what a good mom she was. He said he felt horrible. She doesn't. All she cares about is how she's going to get out of trouble. She didn't feel bad. She lied the entire time. From the time she walked in here until until today, she's lying. And shame on anybody who doesn't see that. She was a little local celebrity. Bobby Petrie did with the news. They printed an article 2 days after they captured Nick and Gypsy. With the Springfield Gazette, it started. Oh, Dee Dee forced her to be in a wheelchair. She was mean to her. No, Dee Dee didn't force her. In every single clip you see, Dee Dee loved her. Dee Dee never struck her. Dee Dee never yelled at her. Dee Dee didn't say, "Get in that wheelchair, Gypsy." Gypsy would see her mama and drop. Because why? She didn't want her mom to know she could walk. She would lose all that attention and that love. Until 2011 when they called her out. And in the muscle biopsy, even the doctor said Dee Dee was stunned. Just saying, everybody wants to blame Dee Dee. Dee Dee's never got one chance to defend herself, not once. And it's an instant, oh, nope, we believe her. When she lies, no matter how little, how big, does not matter. She lies to this day, every day. Why was Dee Dee's phone turned off on the 7th? Both. I mean, there was restraints under Dee Dee. You don't think that she was tied up when Nick got there? Well, I mean, come on. Now they're saying that she was unalive somewhere in the early morning of the 9th? Okay. Well, we'll see. I mean, whatever. We don't know because we'll never know. Dee Dee will never have her voice to speak and defend herself. Nick will never get to share a memory or make more memories with his family or live his best life, no matter whatever it would have been. If he would have just never got on that bus, he would be okay. She still would have did what she did. She tried to take her out 2 times before that. Stop blaming Nick. I mean, no, he shouldn't have done it. I agree with that. He's autistic. He has the mind of a 10, 11-year-old. He really didn't think he should get in trouble for what he did because it was the only time he's ever going to do it. That's what he said in the interrogation, talking to himself. He doesn't get it. This chick gets it. She's not. Dee Dee didn't hurt her. Nick didn't hurt her. Her anyways. Gypsy is. Again, we've heard one side, her side. That's it. And that's all we're ever going to hear. But you know what? It's getting better. The FOIAs are coming out. People are reading. People are spreading the information. Because people really do believe that Nick forced her to do this deal. You would not believe the people I see in TikTok comments say that, or Instagram or Facebook. It's unbelievable. She was a little local celebrity. They had to get this crap taken care of, real quick. Really quick. I mean, we had elections coming up. This case went nationwide overnight because she was so popular locally. She was already well known. Had already met all these celebrities and etc. She loved her life. This just gave her more attention. She truly thought that by putting that on Facebook that, the cops just won't look for her. She's gone. I don't think that at all. I think that Dan not meeting her put her in a bind. That's what I think. She was not leaving with Nick, whether he was leaving alive or not. She was leaving with Dan. Dan just didn't show up. She said in the interrogation Dan was mad at her, so she couldn't call him. And the only other number she knew was her mama's and Nick's. Well, Nick ain't going to help you. She didn't care about Nick. She cared about her. In that interrogation, Nick is crying the whole time, worried about this girl. And he still loves her to this day. Y'all, this is the biggest sham of a person I've ever seen in my life. She has no remorse, no accountability, no nothing. So, anywho, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I just wanted to go over this because I just keep seeing, well, her boyfriend made her do it. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He didn't make her do anything. She manipulated an autistic boy who will never ever get to live his life like she's doing right now. And don't forget, I read the email to you guys where the inmate said they asked her, did she pick him out specifically to take Dee Dee out? And she said, yeah, probably. No shit. You already tried twice before. Nobody seems to know about that. Nobody even knew she shot her with a pew-pew gun. The thing is, you can love somebody too much, and Dee Dee loved her to death, literally, and that's what happened. All right, you guys, it's late. I'm tired. I'm really tired. It is, oh my God, it's almost midnight. All right, I gotta get this edited, get it out to you, and let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I know we're going over more. We need to keep going over it. We need to show people. Most people don't even know the interrogation video exists. That's how little people know about this case. They just see a girl who is this victim and they're like, oh, slay, queen, slay. No. People need to look into this for themselves. Look into it for yourself. I guarantee you your mind will be changed because her pro supporters are even like, but why is she lying about this and this and this and this? Yeah, we want to know too. Anywho, I love you guys. Thank you for your support, your likes, your hypes, your super thanks. Y'all are the best, I swear. I truly love you guys, and I love getting to know you guys. This has been therapeutic for me, especially like today when it was, I've had a hard day today. You can probably see I'm like, my eyes are all red. That's just, when I get into that, I'm just saying, you know, you just have those struggle bus days. Today was a struggle bus day, y'all. It's a struggle day. So, anywho, let me know what you guys think, and I'm hungry. I gotta go find me something to eat. Oh wait, it is 12. I gotta go. All right. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and if you like my crazy, not perfect, or just chit chatting, having like a FaceTime kind of conversation, subscribe. Give me a chance. Anywho, I don't know. Whatever, I'm tired. I will see you guys in the next video. It is Thursday, but this won't be out till Friday. I do know my day today. All right, I love you guys. Good night.
We're talking about bodies. If we're talking bodies. Oh, this one. Okay? Let me make a point to you. We're talking about bodies. If we're talking bodies. Oh, this one. Okay? Let me make a point to you.
You mean this? Because if we're talking about bodies, just saying. Okay? Okay. Okay.
We're talking about bodies. If we're talking bodies. Oh, this one. Okay? We're talking about bodies. If we're talking bodies. Oh, this one. Okay? Let me make a point.
In a body bag. If we're talking about bodies. Yeah, you would love that song.